Hello guys, welcome to Swat&Vee channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to fill form 864. That's the affidavit of support. So this affidavit of support is needed when your fiance finally makes it to the United States. So you need this form to fill up and add it to the form I-485. That's when you're filing for the green card. So the one that you filled earlier, the I-364, that's when you are bringing your fiance over here. But for this one is when you are applying for your fiance is applying for green card. So that's what you fill in addition to the other forms. So without wasting my time, let's hit on the Google Chrome. Yeah, I like Google Chrome. It's cool. Yeah. So as usual, USCIS. That's where you get all the good stuff from, man. Yeah. You get all the juicy stuffs. So you go to form. You go to all forms, and you search for form I-864. I-864. Form I-864. I-864. First, they used to do it more easier. You can look for stuff more easier, but now they have changed their stuff, so it's kind of like you have to go through all this long process work. Very annoying, but you'll be there very soon. So this is the form I-864. So the I-33, so the form I-134 affidavit of support that you applied earlier for your fiancée when she was she was going for the interview at the U.S. Embassy. That is you bringing him or her here to show that when she gets over here, she will not be a public charge, will not be a liability to the government. So that's to prove to them that hey, we have money enough to take care of them. But when she gets here, you need to file. When you're filing for the green card, you need to file for this form I-864 affidavit of support. You need to file this. Without filing, if you don't file this one, the process can go through. So this is the PDF that you will download. So for this one, you always check the edition. Scare it. Where to file it. So where to file it, you don't need to worry yourself about it because you are going to add it to the I-485 packet and other documents. So this is where you need to send it to. So you see Chicago lockbox. So if you are using the post office, this is where you go. If you want to use FedEx, UPS, DHL, this is the address. Please make sure you don't mix it. Don't use this address then go and post it through postal service. Don't mix it. It may create confusion and your application might get missing. Yeah, and you're gonna lose your money. So make sure if you are going through post office, this is the address. If you are going through FedEx, UPS, DHL, this is the address that you are going to use. Always make sure. Remember, don't forget. The filing fee, there is no filing fee. He said there is no filing fee. It's nada, zero. Zero, nada. So let's hit it. Go straight. So this is the form. So you don't worry about this part. So this form, this affidavit of support is about you, the petitioner. So you, the petitioner, needs to fill all this juicy stuff, all this fantalicious stuff, Yeah, so it says basis for filing affidavit of support. So I, then you put your name. I, Cool Frank. I, Cool Frank. I am the petitioner. Or I filed an alien worker. So since you are filing for your fiancé, I'm not going to go through all this stuff. So I'm just going hit it point by point so you guys will understand it. So petitioner, just click on it. You just leave everything, you just leave all this stuff blank. Leave it alone. Don't do anything. In part 2, information about the principal immigrant. So the principal immigrant is your fiancé. So we put your fiancé's name over here. So always make sure the information is over here. The names, everything appears correctly on the form 485. So in care of Cool Frank, it's still talking about your fiancé's your fiancé's information. They still need your fiancé's information. They put all the juicy information over there that they need. USA. So other information. So other information, country or citizen or nationality. So your fiancé's date of birth. Alien registration number. Online account if she has an online. USCIS online, you put it there. If she doesn't, you put it there. So her phone number. So information about immigrants, you sponsoring. So this part is for the petitioner. So it says I am sponsoring the principal immigrant. So you the petitioner, yes, you are sponsoring the immigrant. So if you are using it for a family too, you just click on this one. If you are sponsoring a family member too, so I will talk about that later on. So if you are sponsoring a family member, you put all the informations over here. So family member 1, you put all the family member information. Family member 2, you put it over there. Family member 3, 4, 5. If you are sponsoring a family member, if you are not sponsoring a family member, just leave it alone. Just don't worry yourself about it. But in case you are sponsoring a family member, that's what you will need. So if you're not filing for a family member, just leave it alone. And you move on to part 3, information about the immigrant you are sponsoring. So how many people you are sponsoring. So how many people you are sponsoring? So you are only sponsoring your fiancé. So since you are sponsoring your fiancé, you just put 1 over there. So the sponsor's name. So it's you, the petitioner. So always remember the number of people that you are sponsoring. If you are sponsoring 5 people, you put 5 over there. If you are how many people you are sponsoring, you put it over there. But since you are sponsoring only your fiancé, you just put 1. So this is about the petitioner. So your name, cool. no middle name. So the sponsor's mailing address, put your mailing address over here. Your zip code. Then USA. Is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? So with this one, is your mailing address the same as your physical address? So your physical address is where you live, and your mailing address is the address that your mail goes pass through. So if it's the same, you click yes. If it's not, you click no. If it's no, then you fill this part out. So since it's yes, you don't have to worry about your physical address. But if you have two different address, you have an address where your mail goes to, then there you have to put in your physical address. So this is the mailing address. You put in your mailing address here. If you have a mailing address and a physical address, but if your mailing address and physical address are the same, you put it over there, and you move on. So other information. So other information, country of domicile. So the country of domicile is the country that you, the petitioner, live in. The country that you are in, that is USA. That is USA. That's the meaning of the country of domicile. So the country that you live in. So the date of your date of birth. So your date, the petitioner's date of birth. So city or town of birth. So the country that, the city that you are born. If you are born in America, the city that you are born in. So the state, or so still Accra. So the country. So US social security number. Since you are a US citizen, you the petitioner, you are a US citizen, you have a social security number, you put in your social security number. And it says citizenship or residence. So I am a US citizen, I am a US national, I'm a lawful permanent resident. So since you are a US citizen, you click on US citizen. If you're a US national, you click it. If you have a green card holder, you click it. So just US citizen, you click it over there. And it says sponsors alien number. So you the petitioner, your alien number. You put in your alien number. You put in your online account. If you have an online account with USCIS, you put it over there. I'm currently on active duty in the US Army. So if you are in the US Army or Coast Guard, you click yes. If no, just go with the no. So with this, it should have automatically put in one over here, but it's not allow me to do that. I don't know why. Yeah, they keep on changing stuff, so it's not allowing me. Before it should, I think it should put automatically. It should be over there, because by that it's not allowing. So when you print it out, you just put one over here, you put one over here, and you put one over here for yourself. So it's two. So it says part 5, it says sponsors household size. So your household, so your household is you and your fiancé. You put it over there. But if you have kids, like let's say you, the petitioner has kids with other has a baby mama, let me put it that way, baby mama, you just put the number of kids that you have, or if you have a dependent children, you put it over there. Any dependent you have, you put it. But if you don't have any of that, it's just you and your fiancé. It should be one over here, and it should be one over here, and the total sum up to 2 household. size. Always remember the household size comes with a specific amount that you need to get when filing for affidavit of support. Is very, very important, because if you don't hit that mark, that shows that you are unable to take care of your fiancé, so you will need someone to help to co-sponsor you, like to co-sponsor with their income. Yeah, so you just put it two. So when you print it out, you just put in there. So it said part 6, employees and income, sponsors employment and income. So if you are current employed, you put it over here, and you put the position that you hold, you put it over here, and the company's name. But say it's not allowing me, so you just, when you print it out, you just put the position you hold in your workplace, and also the employee's name. If you do two jobs, you just put it over here. If you're self-employed too, you just click on this one. But if you're not self-employed, you just leave it. But if you're employed at the same time as self-employed, you just click it, and you write your occupation over here. And if you are retired too, you just put in the dates over here. If you are unemployed, since the date you were unemployed, you put it over there. You are retired too, since the date that you came on retirement, you put it over here. And my current individual annual income is, so your current annual income is it's that falls on your tax when you file your tax. The most current tax income that you filed, like when you filed for your annual income with IRS, the current. So if you use let's say 2017, 2018, 2019 year, they need the current one. So since you filed for 2019, you use your current one. So just use your 2019. Make sure if 2019, so you just put in the amount that you make your annual income, the total annual income. So if you don't know your total annual income, you can just go to your IRS. You just log in, go to IRS website, and you get the transcripts of your annual income slip from IRS. So when you get it, and you just put in the amounts you make when you file for your income. So it said income you are using from any other person who was counted in your household. So with this, then any person that was counted in your household, you put everything. Any person that is also sponsoring you, anybody working, you put it over there. So you don't have any, so you just leave it blank, and you move on to the next part. So with the next part, it says the part 6. So with the part 6, it said my current annual household income. So since it's the both of you, just leave it alone. Don't worry yourself about it. Just leave it alone. So you move on. So it says, have you filed a federal income tax return for each of the three most recent tax years? Yes. Note, you must attach a photocopy or transcript of your federal income tax return for only the most recent tax year. Okay, and this part is optional. I have attached photocopies or transcripts of my federal income tax returns for my second and third most recent tax years. So with this, all that they need is your federal income tax return transcript. They just need a photocopy. If you want to send them the original, that's fine. They don't have a problem with that. But when you get your transcript, you only get the transcript from IRS. You only get your transcript from IRS. So when you get your transcript, always use the most current one. Don't worry about adding this and then another year to it. Just use the most current one. But if you want to use the most second most recent or the third most recent, like the 2 years, no problem, you can go ahead, but always make sure you have to use the most current. So if you want to use other years too, you just click on this one. If you don't want to use it, you just leave it alone. But for the sake of long process, you just use your most current. So you just use your 2019 and you just put in your total. And that's 50,000. Just put it over there. And 25. So with the 25, you just leave it alone. So I said I was not required to file a federal income. No, you are required since you put it over there. So which means you just leave it alone. So part 7, it says use of assets or supplementary income. That's an optional. That's optional. So if you have any, enter the balance of all savings and checking accounts. If you have some, it's optional. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, I will tell you, you don't have to. You don't have to let them know all your business. You don't have to put all your business out there for them to see the money that you have. It's not necessary because it says it's optional. If you want to put it over there, it's a plus. If you don't want to, they're not going to penalize you for it. So it's optional if you want to. If you want, you can combine all your savings and checking account and you put it over there. If you don't want to, that's fine. So the cash value, everything you read through. If you want, you put it over there. If you don't, it's not necessary for you to put it over there. You don't need to. You don't have to. But if you want to, that's okay. So you fill all that part up. You fill everything. So this is your principal immigrant savings account. That's your fiancée. She also has a savings account and checking account. The money that she has. If you want to put everything, once again, if you want to go through all this stuff, that's okay. But if you don't want to put all this information because it's optional, it's not needed, they don't need it. But if you want them to know everything, hey, you can just put it in there. But it's not necessary that you have to do it. So you just leave it blank and you just move on. You don't have to show them everything. You don't have to show them all your business. Just give them what they need. Give them what the most important thing that they need. If they don't need it, don't worry yourself about it. So it's still a continuation. So you see, guys, you're almost done. Yeah, almost done. So it's a part 8. Said sponsors, contract statements, contract information, declaration, certification, and signature. So here, as you can see, it says sponsor signature. So read through carefully, understand what's over there. Make sure you understand. Read everything carefully. Understand what's over there. Part 8, continuation of part 8. You read everything. Because if you don't say the truth, they are going to penalize you. That's what they're trying to tell you. They just want to penalize you, deny you, take your money away. Yeah. So if you can read, click yes, I can read. If you had an interpreter, you click on it. If you had someone prepared for you, you click this one. So since you, the petitioner, you did it yourself, then you click on I can read. So you, the petitioner's phone number. So your phone number. So your email address. So always remember, Your signature is well needed. So put in everything in there. So you put your date. When you print it out, then you put in your signature. Bam. You put in a signature over here. Yeah. So if you had an interpreter, so this is the portion that the interpreter will fill. Always remember, even if you had an interpreter, you went for an attorney, always remember you are also going to fill the sponsor statement. But you will not select this part because you can't read and understand English. So you just select this one, then you fill this thing up, the language that you understand, the language that you speak, you put it here. The interpreter too, then you put it there. Then you fill this part out, your formations, then you date it, then you sign. Then the interpreter will come, fill his or her portion, then they sign, then they date it. Always make sure the date matches. Or if you had an if you had an someone who prepared it for you, an interpreter, they'll also fill this part out into all this information. As for the the attorney that helped you out, the one who processing for you, they will sign and they will date it. So additional information in case you are filling the form up and you need more space, you just come down here and put in the additional information. But if you don't need it, you just leave it alone. So guys, this is how you fill out form I-864, Affidavit of Support. You will need this form in addition to form I-485 when you're filing for the green card for your fiancé. So guys, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.